But I read a comment, a rather belated comment. The comment is that they welcome the reduction in murders, but the government can't take any credit for it. It's the work of the police, and that the government starved the police of resources, which is why it took them so long. And when I read it, I really wondered, in what world does this person exist? Does he believe that people take him seriously? The truth is that there are a set of Jamaicans who do. There are a set of Jamaicans who believe it. And so when I speak, I don't take it for granted that everyone is reading from the same fact sheet. There are those, and you know them, who believe that nonsense. But facts are facts. This administration has spent 3 times what previous administrations have spent. This administration has spent $90 billion on national security in our 9 years, compared to $28 billion from our previous administration, 2007 to 11, and from 2012 to 2016. 90 billion versus 28 billion. And you might be saying, where is that money? Well, as you drove up to come to this lovely conference hall, you saw a beautiful police station that was built under this administration. Our former Minister of National Security is here with us. His name is Bobby Montague. And in 2018, he announced a new autopsy suite would be built. And our new Minister of National Security yesterday had great pleasure in opening the most modern autopsy suite in the Caribbean, right here in Jamaica. And that was not a little bit of money. The number of police stations that we have repaired, we have increased the size of the police force. The police force is now at its, what they call establishment of 14,000. We have literally moved the army from somewhere about 5,000 to 8,000. We have totally refleeted the security forces. When you talk about border security and protection, when you talk about the ability to have aerial surveillance, radar systems, the introduction of technology, no other government has done that. Today, our national security apparatus is stronger than it has ever been in the history of Jamaica. I used to say, and I have to be careful how I speak because, not everyone appreciates it or understands what you're saying. And you can see it sometimes when the media captures what you're saying, they don't necessarily get the essence of everything. And so you have to repeat and say it over and over again because some of the issues are very complex issues that are not going to be easily understood immediately the first time you say it. But we laid out our plan in what is called Plan Secure Jamaica. And we said in Plan Secure Jamaica, in the conversations that we had with the public, that the crime situation is such that the criminals, the organized gangs, had greater capacity than the police. They had greater capacity in mobility, greater capacity in communications, they had international connections, they had a lot of resources, they had stronger connections in communities, and with all of those, they were able to set up criminal networks, and they use violence for profit. They made sure that they were bringing in guns as the tools of violence to secure profit. The Jamaican state was weak relative to criminals. This administration recognized that. No matter how I said it before for the last 8 years, it was never captured in any editorials. Because the people who write don't think like that. What this administration did, very quietly and very strategically, was to build the capacity of the Jamaican security apparatus to know where it is now greater than the powers of the gangs and criminals. We are now able to overcome them. So they commit crimes and believe we don't know, or we're not going to find them. They believe we don't have the forensic to find them. They believe we don't have the intelligence to know what they are doing. They believe we don't have the communications to hear what they are doing. They believe we don't have the ships, the maritime patrol vessels, the maritime patrol aircraft to see what they are doing. We have built out the capacity and we will continue to build it out. There must be no gang that is stronger than the Jamaican state. No criminal that can challenge the Jamaican state. Your administration, your government that I administer, built out that capacity. There has never been in the last 30 years a time when for 3 consecutive years the main index of safety and security, the murder rate, has declined. Never ever been a time. This is now the 3rd year of significant decline. In 2023, we had a 7.5, almost 8% decline in murder rates. In 2024, we had a 19.3 or something like that percent, almost 20% decline in murder rate. As of today, we are 44.3% lower in murders today than last year this time. Today I made an appeal to all our young men, all our criminals. I've been very clear about what we're going to do. Put down the gun. Come out of crime. We have changed the reward-risk function of crime. Before, if you get involved in crime, it is likely you get a big reward and you enjoy it. Not so today. And not only have we invested in our national security technology and buildings and our officers and leadership and doctrine, but we have invested in strengthening our partnerships with our major development partners, particularly the United States. So all of those who feel that they are safe in other countries, they make a mistake. All of them who believe that they can go to other countries and send back guns here and order murders here, we are strengthening our relationship with all the countries where we know Jamaicans are, because even if you are there, we are going to get you. So we must have peace in Jamaica. That long struggle, right, in the 1960s, our murder rate was lower or about the same as the murder rate of the United States. It started to rise in the 70s, leveled off in the 80s, and then got out of control in the 1990s. And we have become accustomed to it, to the point where, you know, the opposition suggests that the murder rate that we have is normal in a free and democratic society. To the point where they don't believe that there is a national emergency. Well, I don't see it that way. And I stood up for that. And now today, we are on our way to being able to sleep with our windows and doors open. Because that is the true destiny of Jamaica, that we must be a safe and peaceful country because we are a peaceful people.